we're going to show you how to install this. This is our new iSpring water filtration system, stage 1, stage 2, with a spin down filter down here for sediment. And I just got done installing it. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Please remember to like and subscribe. It's very important. We do appreciate the support. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, guys, so this is the water filtration system that I picked up. iSpring is the name of the manufacturer. And so I got one of these here spin down sediment water filters. It's reusable, and what this does, it's really for any type of water system, but really helps with water systems that come from a well. And what happens with this is the water will come in, okay, and it will spin down through this filter and come back out this way. It's kind of like a pre-filter. It takes out any sediment that you might have in your well system before it goes into the filtration system. And then down here on the bottom, there's a backwash sort of deal right here. So if you want to wash it out, you do like that. Now the other parts to this system is going to be the actual filtration system itself. There's a manifold here that we're going to install. We might have to reverse this. I'll show you how if we do. And then it's got two different types of filtration filters that go on a CTO and a PP, which are different. I'll explain those what they are later, but those are specific types of filters that filter out certain things. So this is the system, and yeah, I drew out a sort of a diagram here. You probably can't see it on camera, but it was kind of helping me to figure out what I was going to need and what parts and connectors and couplers. And I'm going from a very old PVC system to a 3/4 inch PEX system. So yeah, it's going to be a little weird. Hopefully everything goes smooth and we don't have any issues. We're going to be taking all this into the house and we're going to set that up right now. All right, so we're going to hang this board up here. I don't really have to, but it makes it a lot easier. I don't have to put 2x4s going across. I can just put a piece of plywood and mount the system directly to it. And that's kind of the goal. I'm trying to just eyeball this, make sure that's somewhat level. Not that really anything is level in this house, but we try. The first thing we're going to hang on this system is going to be the spin down filter. That's this guy here, and you can see there's an arrow on it showing you the direction of the water. So we're going to want this mounted really low. I've already taken some measurements, so I know kind of where it's going. Comes with a little bracket. I'm going to put it somewhere right here in the middle, just like this. Spin down filter fits on here just like that. I haven't read the directions, but I've seen a few videos. So okay, so I'm in an old basement. That's why it's pretty messy, very tight, very small area that I'm working with. But what we have to do now is put these connectors on here. Now let me look through some of the parts that I ordered. Okay, so these are the 1 inch to 3/4 inch. Got 1 inch on one side, 3/4 inch PEX on the other side. Last thing I need is a leak, because I was because I didn't want to put tape on. And I have got tons of Teflon tape. I got bag loads of it. Pretty much every time you order some sort of plumbing, they always give you some. Plus I got, you know, brand new packs of like 20 sitting in the garage, so super cheap. Gonna make sure we get this bad boy on nice and tight. Let me turn it upright like this here. Okay, that seems pretty good. I'm gonna go with that. Of course, we will check the entire system for leaks once we get it all together. Trying to get my hands out of the shot so you can see, but basically this is just basic stuff here. All I'm doing is installing these connectors onto here. So this system here is a 1-inch screw-in type. Does not come with them. You have to get them yourself. They only cost a couple of dollars a piece. This is a 1-inch it's a 1-inch MIP, I believe it is, to a 3/4-inch PEX fitting. And right now I'm just cranking it on as hard as I can. Is that how you're supposed to do it? I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to crank it on, but you know, it feels right to me. I don't feel anything breaking, so as far as I'm concerned, that's good. Now, if this is the water direction, you can see there's an arrow right here, okay? If my system's fine like this is how I want to do it. But if you want the water direction to go that way, go online on this company here, and there is a way to switch these around to make it go the other direction. See, it's clearly marked. In, out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mark off with a pencil where we want the screw holes to go, or the screws to go. I want this to go up pretty high. I need every bit of room I can to fit those big filters in here. So it looks like we got one here and one here, just like that. Ooh, that is heavy. Got to be able to get my drill in there too, but let's see how this goes. May have to use a screwdriver to finish it off. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, so the water comes in the house on this metal pipe right here, okay? Goes down here, goes into the pressure tank. It comes out of the pressure tank down here and comes up the pipe here, and goes over, down here into the softener, back up into the house. Somewhere up inside of here, it splits. One goes cold, and one goes to the hot water heater right over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out of this pipe here into the spin down filter, straight up here into this filter here, out of this filter here, back into the pipe here. A lot of people will make a shutoff valve so that you stop the water from going here and you bypass it to come this way. I'm not doing that with this system. I might do that later, but I'm not doing that now. I don't have the parts for it. I only got one valve, and I'm going to put that valve somewhere in here. So that's the plan. Right now the system is draining. It's got a lot of water in the lines. That was expected. There's not a real... Most systems have a way to drain your water. This one doesn't. It's a very old system. So I drained it as much as I can, and what I've done now is I went ahead and cracked the pipe, and I'm letting it slowly drain out right now before I crack the rest of it. This is a sort of pieced together system over the years that these folks have, somebody has put together. Woo, that's tight. Definitely don't want to break it. Okay. Okay. Man, that was hard. So this way you get a nice, let's see if I can focus in here. The lighting is horrible in here. I'm sorry, guys. But that'll give us a nice seal for that. And then we'll cut the other side to length to fit on the spin down on the other side. So it'll look like this. Now, somewhere in between this, we're also going to put a valve, this valve. Probably can go ahead and put, yeah, I can't, I guess I could. Now, I bought connectors, but they didn't seem to come in, so I'm using some that came with this kit, and I sure hope I have enough. Otherwise, I'm going to have to run out to the store. Let me see how many I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6. I may not have enough. I got 8, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to need 12. So I'm going to need to go check the shop. All right, so catastrophe diverted. The Home Depot did not send me all my parts. I specifically ordered some more of these clamps because I didn't have enough. They did not send them, and I did not check the package before I started cutting into pipes. So it was almost a really bad situation. I went through my shop and I found where I had bought some more a while back. Honestly, just got lucky. This would have been a bad situation because all the water's off in the house and the pipes are now cracked. And yeah, it just, I mean, I could have figured it out, but it wouldn't have been done. I would have had to gone down to the store, which is an hour away, an hour back. Just not a good situation for all that. So where was I? What I was doing is, on this deal here, we're going to go ahead and install this ball valve. Okay, we're going to put one of the clamps on. I'm going to go ahead and push these on. These shark bites and PEX are really nice to use. Now I went ahead, I don't have any shark bite in here, but I do have shark bite products that I'm using. But I just love the system. It's so easy. It really is. Now it's a lot easier when your hands free. Like if this was mounted and you're able to use this with 2 hands, but since I'm holding this, I can't use both my hands. So it's a little tricky. You almost need 2 people. I'm going to try that. There we go. Okay. There we go. So that's nice and sealed. You can see right here. And the ball valve is on. Now we're going to put the other side on. Go ahead and put a clamp on there. Put the pipe on. Yeah, it's on there. Didn't look like it at first, but it's on there. And then we're going to go ahead and clamp it down. Just like that. Okay. And now we got a ball valve. See? So this will happen is the water is going to come in from the well here, from the pressure tank to the water softener to here, and it's going to go out to the filtration system, and then from the filtration system back out into the house. But this will act as a cutoff valve to the entire house. All right, guys, so what I'm doing here is I am just putting all the connectors together. It's kind of hard to get the cameras all up inside these little corners and tight spaces. So I'm doing the best I can. But there's going to be some stuff that I'm just going to have to show you after the fact. But it's almost impossible to do all this with one hand, with just two hands, and work the camera. Okay, let's see if I get a better shot from here. Okay, so we're going to come off of this one. Let's see if I can make sure I get this right. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll go ahead and put the PVC one on first. So we are going to need to cut this bad boy way up here. Higher, the better. But we want to get a nice straight cut. It's very important when you're cutting PVC. It's nice and straight. Has to be straight. Yeah, that was not straight. It's pretty close. It snapped right at this edge here. Don't think that's going to be a problem. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem. All right, first things first, let's dry it off. Make sure that it's clean. And then we're going to get some primer, purple primer on there. And purple primer's got a lot of alcohol in it, so it will dry pretty quickly. It also gets on everything too. That's not coming off anytime soon. Okay, and then we got this one already done. So we'll go ahead and get the glue, cement, inside of here. And a little touch right on here. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and turn this guy on here. Nice and tight. Just like that. When you're doing this, you want to turn them as you're putting them on, and for some reason the glue or the cement takes to it better. Not really sure of the physics of it, but that's what it does. Okay, then we're going to need a piece. We got to cut this off because that bracket is broken, so we're going to cut this off nice and straight right there. We're going to get a piece right on here, and then we'll make the cut. Actually, we'll get a piece here, and we'll get a piece here, and then we'll make the cut. Let's get that on there. Nice, like that. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now, the elbow is going to go in here, just like that. So the cut is going to go here. Just like that. And we can go ahead and put that elbow on right now. But we're not going to clamp it down just yet. We'll clamp it once we get everything connected. All right, let's go ahead and connect this one, because we know we can. And we'll go ahead and clamp it down as well. Okay, like that. Good. And then we know where to cut this one, which is going to be right about here. Like that. And I need, I brought 3, didn't I bring 3? There's 1. There's 1, 2, oh, okay. Actually needed 4. That's because I can't count. I don't have the smarts real good. What's that movie reference to? Come on, you can get it. There we go. It's a little bendy, but it's all I got. It's all I can work with, so. Okay. And then we get the last one right here. These will work out your chest muscles, I'll tell you what. I'm old, I ain't got no damn chest muscles. Okay. System is set. Let's go ahead and put the filters on next. This spin down filter is for large sediment and fine sediment that might come out of your sand, things like that might come out of your well. Okay, then it goes up into the first stage, which is a sediment filter, and it says high capacity polypropylene sediment filter made with food grade polypropylene microfibers. Remove sediment, dirt, sand, silt, rust, and scale particles. So we really didn't even need the spin down, but I'll tell you what, you never know what condition your well is going to be. So what they mean is this whole thing goes right inside of here, and there's a little spot it sits in, and then it's got these double O-rings right here, and then the whole thing spins on like this. It's really made very heavy duty. It's very expensive too. These filter systems are not cheap, and they can go up to thousands and thousands of dollars. Not this one. And then you just turn it on. I think there's a clamp or a wrench that comes with this somewhere. All right, so this is stage 2 filter here. And it says it's a CTO carbon filter. And it is for, well, it doesn't show what it's for, but this one is for, microbes and chemical, chlorine, protoviruses, all kinds of things. Okay. Okay, so it says this filter housing has a maximum operating pressure rating of 100 psi. If you suspect that your water pressure will at any time exceed 90 psi, a pressure regulator must be installed. Now I know for a fact ours doesn't, because this tank right here pressure is a 5590, I believe. So let's close this off. Turn this valve on nice and slow. Okay. Like that. You see it filling up here. Okay. Time to turn the water back on. All right, guys, so I have completed the system install in this tight little space down here in the basement. And as you can see, the system is on and running right now. You can hear it. Water's coming in from the well, going into the pressure tank, coming out of here. down into the softener, out of here, ball valve, into the spin down filter, takes out big large sediment, that sort of stuff, and up here into stage 1, then stage 2 of the new water filtration system, and then out to the rest of the house. One goes to the cold and then splits off and goes down here to the hot water heater, which is right here. So there you go. You know, I don't like doing plumbing, I really don't, but I've done it for years, and especially in old houses like this, you can really get into big trouble. When I was putting in the new toilet in this house, I had some of this old PVC crack on me, and water was shot everywhere, and it was very difficult to get to this water shutoff down here, which is why I put this in right here. This is the new water shutoff for the house. So I turn this off, water shuts down. That's it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Please remember to like and subscribe. And this video here will be in the summer and the reviews video for the iSpring water system. We really do appreciate it. Honeycomb Holler out.